again, you about to lose it again. It's show and tell. I'ma put it again.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see Toronto against the Heat. For the Heat, there are some echoes of their...
It's the NBA. And we've got outstanding, DA. Thank you. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate and he missed that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Then there's Bogdanović. Then there's Towns. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Now here's Dragic following the miss by Miles Turner.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Goran leading by example.
Kicks to Harris. Pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Dragic the pass to Bogdanović. Passes it to Towns. And it's sent back by Turner. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The quick look, no good that time. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wade kicks to Dragic. There's the steal. Fast break Toronto. Shamet, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
Now here's Wade. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade count.
That one goes. Count it.
And we see this a lot with Goran, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
The pass to Turner. Down low. The kick outside to Butler. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line. Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here is Harris. 9 points last game. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. It's Bogdanović on the wing. Defended by Butler. Outside, Towns. Clock at 6. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Butler. And the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got 6.
You see the instincts of Butler on plays like this. Understands how and where to get his shots.
Here's Dragic. He kicks it to Towns. Over Turner. Another miss by Towns. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court.
I worked extremely hard.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
Miles Turner out there with Harris. And it's Matthews. And there's Jimmy Butler. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And no good. And the Heat going the other way now. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. Pass to Harris. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Shots good by Turner.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dragic taking his time here. Kicks it to Towns, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Last season, the Heat, they were a 6th seed in the East. They had a first-round exit, fell to the Sixers in 5. Just didn't have enough firepower offensively.
Now here's Wade. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And Dwayne Wade will do work on you from the mid-range if you let him.
Toronto leading by 6. Shamet, he's guarded by Dragic to the inside, and Matthews throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Here's Dragic after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, the Heat, by average margin of victory, actually had a better team in 2017 when they narrowly missed the playoffs.
The reason why they made a furious run down the stretch showed how good this team can be when they're firing on all cylinders. Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Shamet, he's guarded by Dragic. With the shot. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Pass to Wade. And it's sent back by Turner. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. A three-pointer is right on target. Turner's got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
They get a hand on it. Bogdanovich against Butler. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
And did you see the separation he got? It's an art, creating that kind of space.
Passes it to Butler. And there it is for him. Butler's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Toronto.
And boy, did he ever...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for Toronto. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket, just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And Jimmy Butler, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Then there's Towns. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Here's Siakam, following the score by Miles Turner. Good ball movement here by Miami. Down low, and the dunk by Towns.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harris outside. Bogdanovich against Butler. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Butler's got 10 points in the game. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Holmans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges enter into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
Count it, good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Shamet, he's guarded by Dragic. Here's Harris, and it's Miami with the rebound. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And the shot goes in. Wade's got it back down to within single digits for the Heat.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns is doubled. Here's Siakam, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Shamet. They get the rebound. Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Toronto.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend. You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Outside Turner. And the pass to Harris. The fadeaway. No good off the front iron.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Dragic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
When you try to defend this guy going Dragic, you got to remember he's a high-energy player. Those dudes, they tend to draw fouls.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. 9 feet out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Dragic finds Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
And so it's Toronto with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
We have got to get shots. Trust.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Tobias Harris is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Matthews. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Siakam. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shamet, 11 feet out, and he hits it. And Toronto leads by 6.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's good on the second. And so here's Toronto. Pass to Harris. Now here's Butler. 6 to shoot. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Dragic kicks to Towns. Shoots over Turner. Here's Siakam. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Turner. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Towns.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Now here's Turner. Inside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Turner. Harris has got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense has tried to make adjustments, but Tobias is smart. He's adjusting back.
Here's Dragic from outside. The Heat rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And Towns drops them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
In the corner, it's Harris. Toronto working the ball around now to the inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pass to Dragic. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Bogdanovich kicks to Dragic. Here's Wade. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Toronto.
You know, you got to read the scouting report. D. Wade may be the league's best with the pump fake.
He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Butler against Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That was huge. You need a bucket? Who do you go to? A guy with a lot of skills and heart, Tobias Harris.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Miles Turner.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
And during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
Butler kicks to Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. The shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away.
Unloads from 13. The rebound by Turner.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Wow, stepping up in the clutch. Great way to end this.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
Rockets the pass to Towns. Cans the 3.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Toronto calls timeout. They lead by 3. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Wow, look at the confidence of Goran Dragic, putting the team on his back.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Pull up at the show, I'll put my go-to face on. Feds on my case.